Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Tana and welcome to Crypto Bible. I thought I'd do a quick chart analysis video for you guys because a few things have just happened in the market that have that I was basically waiting for a while, and it's just kind of confirming the case that we are going to be making the next leg up, at least for the short term anyway. And I'm just kind of seeing quite a few things break out, and I wanted to just share that with you guys, just so you can see exactly what I'm seeing. Obviously, by the time this video does come out, I don't know what would have happened in the market because this will come out just shortly after I've actually recorded it. So there might be some more price action by the time I've done this. But I'm going to show you exactly what I'm looking for right now. I'm going to show you some of the things that have already happened at this point. Some of the things I was actually explaining previously in previous videos, stuff that I was waiting to happen. And one of those things have actually just happened. Okay. Now, one thing I want to start off with by showing you is Bitcoin. And obviously, before I get into it, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just my opinion. So let's just get straight into it. First thing I'm going to show you guys, I'll go full screen, is Bitcoin. A lot of it is just going to be very simple technical analysis. I'm not going to start, slapping out tons of indicators here and there. Very simple stuff I'm going to be showing you here. And these are stuff that have worked for me and I've just been, looking out for, and they've been happening slowly. So let's have a quick look at it. Right here, we've got Bitcoin. I'll actually start off by showing you how to place this over. This is the Fibonacci retracement tool. We obviously had a knockback over the past few days. We've had a few red days, obviously, understandably. That would have been right there. So what we basically had with Bitcoin is that we broke out of this Fibonacci retracement, and we perfectly hit the first retracement at the 0.382, right there, pinpointed it, came back down and touched the 0.236 as support. So, again, Fibonacci retracements coming in perfectly there, acting as perfect support and resistance area. And obviously we just broke above the 0.382 a few days ago, and we found resistance on the 50% retracement just yesterday, which would have been at 46,700 area, where once again, guys, we literally pinpointed it yesterday and found resistance there, and we're having a little bit of a pullback once again. So I am expecting this to kind of just, play around with this area for a while until we do kind of just come back up and hopefully break through it this time. Now we're going into the new areas where the most important Fibonacci retracements come in, right? You got the 618, the 702, and the 786. Ultimately, we need to be breaking out of these levels, okay? Especially the 702, because what's happened previously in the past is that we would have a rise to the 702 and then reject it, and then we'd go into a bear market. I don't think this is going to happen for so many different reasons. One of the most simple reasons is that we've barely even seen an alt season yet. Things like XRP, for example, have not even made an all-time high, and that goes for a lot of the market. So I do expect us to break through that. The reason why I'm cautious of this is because Bitcoin does have a strong reaction to the 0.702. You can even see in this case right here, when we did top out and we had our dip right here on the retrace back up, we perfectly came back and hit the 0.702 right there, like to a T. You can't even really get it much more perfect than that. As you can see, we hit the 0.702 and then rejected it down. Another reason why I'm very cautious of that level is because if we do actually zoom out and we go to the previous bull run, which was in 2017, the top of Bitcoin came in, and when it did have its dip and it retraced before going into the bear market, yep, you guessed it, we retraced perfectly to the 0.702, as you can see right there, the 702, and then we went into a bear market. So it is extremely crucial for Bitcoin to get through that level. Okay, so for me, one thing I'm looking for, I do believe we'll pass our next few retracements. However, is for us to get to this level right here and ultimately break through it. Okay, now one thing I was looking out for in the market would have been something like Cardano ADA. And the reason for that is because it was previously a big leader in the market. As you can see, it had a massive run up back in February and March. And ever since then, we have just been chilling in this range for the good part of 170, 180 days. So for me, it was very important to take a look at Cardano and see how it's, reacting. Now, one thing I realized is that it was finding resistance quite heavily over the past few days in this range right here. As you can see, the top of the range would have come in there. We were finding resistance right there. Now, literally, I decided to make this video purely because Cardano just broke out of that range. for the first time in a very long time, and we seem to be grinding our way up. Now, of course, you can place a Fibonacci retracement over Cardano as well now and find out where our next retracements come in. And of course, taking a look at like that, just put that a bit more perfectly right there. As you guys can see, if I take this off right here, the next retracement does come in right there at the 0.382, which we seem to be battling right now. Okay, so that comes in at $1.55. So I'm now waiting for that to break. However, just to see Cardano break out of that range that we were in, and I was looking out for that for a very long time. To me, it's a very, very good indication that, you know, we're going to be seeing the next leg up for quite a few other altcoins within the market. So Cardano, I don't hold it personally. However, I am long on it. I did open a long down here and I've still been holding it purely because of the way Bitcoin was acting, and I wanted Cardano to catch up. And Cardano seems to be moving very, very nicely in the sense of its recovery. So it's now just about waiting to see what Cardano will do next. Hopefully we break out of the 0.382 and we start heading our way up to the 50% retracement. Then we move over to something like XRP. This is what I'm looking at for XRP. We've been trending along this line pretty perfectly. This right here is actually another Fibonacci retracement level, and I've placed it right there. Cardano actually done something extremely similar to this pattern. And when we did actually get tighter and tighter to the Fibonacci retracement level, we actually ended up breaking above it perfectly. So right now, this is what I am looking out for. As you can see, the 0.236, the first retracement for XRP comes in right there. So if I take this off, in fact, just to get an idea of what price that is, that's at 85.4 cents. Okay, so 85.4 cents is what we're looking for. And as you can see, we are grinding our way up there again. Again, when we did have that dip over the past few days, we perfectly touched our trend line right here, and we seem to be getting tighter and tighter. What I'm hoping for, what Cardano did, was that it grinded here. It did end up breaking out of it. It came back to then touch this level as support, and then we started going. So I'm hoping that XRP within the next few days could hopefully do something very, very similar. So I'm looking at that as well. And then lastly, guys, another indication that things could be moving up is, again, Luna. Again, you could place a fib over Luna. These Fibonacci retracements are perfect. I would literally not swap it for any other indicator in the charts. If you do that, as you can see, we perfectly hit the 618 and we perfectly came back and touched the 50% as support. We're bouncing around these fib retracement levels. Now, why am I looking at Luna? Why is it important? It's important because these levels, the 618, the 702, the 786, these are levels that coins that I need to see some big players in the market get through, right? Because at the end of the day, Bitcoin, Cardano, XRP, Ethereum, none of them have done that yet. It's very important for me personally to see one of these big players in the market get through the 618, especially the 702, and lastly the 786. Once I get some kind of confirmation that one of them are actually doing that, to me, that's going to give me more confidence that something like Bitcoin, which is the ultimate thing that needs to get through the 702, for example, that gives me more confidence that Bitcoin will actually eventually do it. So right now, I am just waiting for that to happen. So it is, again, it's once again, guys, it's just a waiting game. And I'd like to see one of them just kind of break through it. So right now, Luna, like I showed you guys, is chilling under the 618. So if I get that up for you guys again, here's Luna, chilling under the 618. It's found resistance there. If I see this break through it, that will give me an indication that, yeah, we're definitely going to be heading up, hopefully all around the market. But most importantly, once again, the 702 is a very important level. If we go to this low right here for Luna, as you can see, the 702 was a massive resistance level for Luna. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times we touched it, and we didn't manage to break above it. So for me right now, Luna getting through the 618, I think he'll do it. But ultimately, the 702, which is at $16.8, is the most important. Obviously, moving over to Ethereum, you know, I can show you Ethereum as well and where that's chilling in regards to fib retracements. As you guys can see, even Ethereum has not got to the 618 yet. All of them are kind of chilling in this area. So it's going to be a very important week. This week will probably go down as one of the most important weeks during this entire bull run, only because there's a possibility that Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, whatever it may be, could reach those levels and they really struggle to break above them and they end up ultimately turning down. Now, again, not financial advice. I personally think it won't do that. I think we're going to smash through them. I think there'll be a lot of volatility there, consolidation, struggle to break through it, but I do believe we will eventually do it. But I wanted to show you guys the importance of what's actually coming up. Okay, so once again, guys, Ethereum below the 618. These three levels right here, very, very important. Then you go to something like Cardano, which is still actually nowhere near the 618, but it broke out of its range. So to me, indicating we are going to start catching up with the rest of the market. So Ethereum's chilling over here, Luna's chilling over here, and then you got something like Bitcoin, which is currently under the 50%. The fact that something like Ethereum did break through the 50%, Luna did break through the 50%. I do believe that Bitcoin will also break through the 50% retracement. However, it's the retracements after that that become most important. And like I said, most importantly, the 0.702, which if we zoom into the price level of that, the 0.702 retracement for Bitcoin is at $54,380. Okay, so that is what we're ultimately looking for. But very good price action happening this morning. Very good to see quite a few big coins in the market making their way. XRP is looking like it's ready for a next leg up within the next few days. Cardano breaking out that range, which I've been waiting for a while. Luna breaking up again today. If we see Luna break through that 618, that'll give me huge confidence of everything else moving forward. And yeah, once again, Bitcoin touching the 50% retracement yesterday, getting rejected, but hopefully we can just kind of come back down and do something similar to what happened right here. Again, we touched the 382, came back down, turned the 236 into support, broke through it. Now we just touched the 50%. Are we going to come back down to around the 43,000 area before we go up and do the same thing? You know, that would just end up looking something like that. Are we just going to keep doing something like that? I don't know. We have to wait and see. Although when we get up into these areas here, I do believe there'll be a lot more consolidation, a lot more volatility going on. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But that's going to cover it for today, guys. Keep a lookout for this week. Very important week, in my opinion, not financial advice. But I'll try to keep you guys updated as much as I can. Like I said, this video will be posted a little bit later from me making this video, so something might have happened. But if you've enjoyed the video, please show me by leaving a like down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure you're hitting the bell icon so you're updated every time I upload a video. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. Take it easy, people.